Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Under the Admin Cap. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 7, it's the year 2358, and we're kind of getting ourselves out of purgatory here. So we're trying to build more shipyards. Because we need to crank out our fleets as fast as possible. Excellent, what can I get? I can get the deep space black sites on these. It's a deal. This will give us what? Monthly unity. No, I want to save it for the other artisan trip. Gives me Yeah, so last episode, lots of things happened. The Copenjaxi Horde, their Great Khan died. They split up into two factions. We got freed from being a satrapy. So now we're just trying to build up our own forces so that we can free ourselves.
Research actualized.
So, Gauss cannon. Let's see. And the mega cannon. I definitely want that. We have a lot of people we can continue to resettle and keep putting them on Beta Cali. We finally got our Ecumenopolis up and running. And that is huge for us. So we're just trying our best to keep people employed here. Alright, so now Beta Cali. Alright, you need one more of these then. Oh, and we need to tell you what kind of robots to make. You need to make the robot alloy dudes.
Research actualized.
They get little bonus to resources. Biological adaptation, okay. Fleet command limit. Let's grab that.
Upscaling complete.
So the big thing now is we're just trying to build as many alloys as we can, given the limited minerals that we have, because the planets we started out on did not have, none of them had a good grouping of, none of them had a lot of mining districts. So we're going to go over here and we're colonizing this planet over here that has 9. We're finally far enough. We're underneath the admin cap enough that we can colonize that planet. That'll cost us 2. Bump us up to 128. The Ecumenopolis, every time we build a district, that's going to cost us 1.
A foreign federation has consolidated.
Sonic display. So we have some chance here to colonize this and put a few districts on here. And I'm really hoping we'll get the repeatable technology for upgrading that soon. One thing to note here, in this game, Federations is set to hit soon. In fact, by the time you guys are watching this, Federations will probably have been out like a week already. And what's cool is there is a building in Federations now that you can put down that actually provides jobs that give you more admin capacity. So no longer will we be beholden to just the techs, the repeatable techs, and the traditions for this. Because there's 2 techs in here that happen midway through, early through the game, third of the way through the game, and then you gotta wait all the way till later, where we're close to get the repeatable techs to actually make it happen. Fleet command limit, naval capacity. I'm gonna keep leader levels. We're getting close. The Ecumenopolis. What are we short on? Moats. So let's put some more volatile moats down. Let's do that. Federation Association Officer was given to somebody. We finally lost our researcher. We have that available guy, and we have these people. Grab him. And we have the Ministry of Production. Yes, right there. That's what we wanted the whole time. Earth has got its research stuff. These guys need to make space for a Ministry of Production. And to do that, we're going to replace the robots. We don't need to keep cranking out robots on this planet.
Upscaling
Soul
complete.
shipyard. We can keep upgrading our shipyards. Always put at least one anchorage down.
Upscaling complete.
Fleet Academy. Let's get this. What do we have here? Specialist output increased by 5. City districts provide an additional clerk job. We need to keep more of our people employed. Anchorage down. Fleet Academy. Okay, where are we at? We got 9K. So let's look at our fleets here. They're not quite complete.
War declared.
Enlightened Kingdom of Jube declared war on the Blessed Edix theocracy. That doesn't bother us because the thing that happened is it didn't happen to us. So, peace festivals. A couple of our edicts went off, but we're only at 500 influence, so I kind of want to hang on to some of that because I want to spend it on the bigger ones, capacity overload and production when those happen, and those are 300 apiece.
Research actualized.
Mega cannon, great research. Oh, mega structure restoration and storage capacity, huge. Thank you. And we get the Titan. And I saw the Titan up there as an available option too, so that technology is coming. This is right there. We need to keep doing this. Upgrading it. It needs a defense grid supercomputer, which I actually have access to now. The same thing with these guys over here. So we're going to continue to upgrade them. And down
Research actualized.
Leader upkeep. Let's see. Leader enhancement, selected lineage, and the xenomorph army. We got these two rare techs, so we're going to grab the xenomorph army. Society research is where we're going to get that repeatables for this Empire Sprawl thing. We need to... So, the Copenjaxi Horde, the true Copenjaxi Horde, the ones who are claiming our systems, they're right here. And then this is the Wasari Mandate. We could come in through here and grab this stuff. I don't want to grab any of it, though, until we have repeatables. We can actually... I just want to fight them off. But right now, we have a poor layout because we have 4... entry points into our empire,
upscaling complete,
which is bad. They're like really bad. Decisions, please make them grow faster and make everybody immigrate to there. So it's bad that we have 4 entry points because trying to guard this and this. And we have 5 entry points. It's just really bad. I'm less worried about this section down here. Is it really? This is isolated from everything else that they have, so I don't care so much about that. Energy credits from jobs. We're getting into the repeatables. These ones that are 55,000 are repeatable, so I want to get all them off, all them ready. So this I'm not worried about, but this is the concern because there's 2 entry points here. I really want that spot right there. I want to choke him off right there. So I do want to claim that one. But I can't because I'm a peaceful Switzerland-loving people. So there's nothing I can do. We kind of got screwed by not getting that early. That was my bad. I should have really aggressively went after that because I knew how important that choke point was going to be. But these are the things that happen.
Upscaling complete. Upscaling complete.
We've got exotic gases times 3, which are the things that we really use for research complexes, for upgrades there. So it might be time to... We have 5 available jobs here. So we're good there. We're good on the homeworld. We got 5 available jobs there. Sirius has 6 available jobs, but they just got a specialist. We could give that specialist a job if we wanted to upgrade these guys. How many crystals? We got 2 crystals left. Upgrade him, or I could upgrade one of these alloy foundries. We're starting to run short on minerals. We're not buying any yet, which is good. So if I want to put this guy in Sirius to work, I could do this. Let's do that and put him to work. I don't like him sitting there. It'll take him 5 years to reduce down to the next lower levels. So
Upscaling complete.
let's look at our species. Who's got what for farming? Alpha Centauri is the only one that should have farming dudes on it. And these guys could get miners.
Upscaling complete.
We could take all of our robot miners and move them towards Yilian Prime. So if we had robot farmers on Sirius, maybe if we moved them... Do we have robot farmers down here? We got robot miners. We got 2 robot farmers right there. Wait a minute. No. Never mind. Yilian's going to do mining, so we want to send our robot miners there. Yes. Okay. Now you're going to have more jobs. Let's see. Sapient Combat AI. Do that.
Research actualized.
Yeah, so Yilian. Cool. Alright. Xenomorph Army. Unity Ambitions and another Ascension perk.
Upscaling
Okay,
complete.
well, that's nice, but there's the first repeatable food from jobs. These are the things I want to get off. I want to get that repeatable. Now I'm back down to 0 volatile modes. So let's fix that. More modes, please. Oh, and we need to make a Eucheminopolis Foundry Metallurgist Upkeep -20. So that's the one we want. Change their upkeep a little bit. We're over our naval capacity, so we have to start fixing that. Which is what all the rest of the bastions are for. Bastion.
Upscaling complete.
We need
Upscaling
much
complete.
more naval capacity than we currently have. Which fortress is this? Lando? Okay. Naval Logistics Office, my friends. Just build all this stuff up now. Nebula Refinery. Ooh, you can have that. I'll give you a Naval Logistics Office next time.
Upscaling complete.
Is this
Upscaling
Federation
complete.
offer from those guys for those other people? Defense grade supercomputer. Also, this can be changed to Naval Logistics Office. We don't need that storage anymore because we're going to get the research. So all those ones where we were putting storage down so we could even get the Eucheminopolis up. Eucheminopolis. These can be changed. And we get an insult from the true Kopenjaxi Horde. How are we doing with them compared to their fleet power is inferior? So as long as we can protect ourselves, you guys should go to Lando. You guys should reinforce. If we can build this number up, then maybe we can get a 3rd fleet out here.
Upscaling complete. Upscaling complete.
Where are we at for victory conditions?
Upscaling
We got
complete.
there's still possibility of a war in heaven, and we're running in 5th
Upscaling
place.
complete.
So, all right.
Upscaling complete.
And my apologies to everyone. There was a real life incident that happened. I had to pause the recording of the video and come back to it much later. So here we are. Should be about 15 minutes into the video. We're trying to get our empire up. I'm trying to get more naval capacity going. so that we can have enough fleets to ward off all of
Research
these
actualized.
punks who are trying to come at us. Okay, naval capacity and fleet command limit. These are things we want to keep grabbing. We should be, very soon, we're going to get the repeatables for Empire Sprawl, and when that happens, then we're going to be able to bump it up. We colonized Julian over here. We still have one more planet there and one more down here to colonize. And then we can do things like build habitats and all that jazz. Capacity overload edict has been turned off. I'm not going to turn that on right away because we're still making money. And we're producing
Research actualized.
200 alloys now. Sapient combat. We're almost into all the repeatables now for physics. This right here, I think the smart thing to do next is get it robot assembly plants. This will be a nice planet for mining districts to provide us with all the mines that we want, so that we can crank out even more alloys. If nothing else, we're going to need the alloys to build ships, but later on we're also going to need them in big quantities for megastructures. That, to me, is when playing under the admin cap gets really fun, is when you can start building the megastructures, because as a under the admin cap faction, we've kept ourselves under the admin cap the whole game. So we've maximized our research. We're doing things like, and right now we have enough money, we should go back to the Artist Enclave. These guys give us monthly unity. And if we go back to the Curator Enclave, these are the big ones. Yep. Purchase a service for 5,000. They give us research speed plus 10. So I like to have those on there. So now we're going to earn a little more unity and a little more research. I love all that. We're trying to get all, as an under the admin cap species, we're just trying to get as much research bonuses as possible to go as fast as possible. So these technologies crank out in a few months as opposed to a few years. Those guys have gone to war with each other. That's fine for them. Not anything we want to get involved with. Naval Logistics Office there. Be upgrading everything to citadels. Okay, we're down to the last of Prosperity. Specialist output is cranked up by 5. It gives us another one of these. And what we really want to get down to, so we can, the things we can do down here. Voidborn, habitability, all that fun stuff. That's nothing. Synthetic evolution requires synthetic personality matrix. That's a technology. Master Builders is good, and I want to get that. Galactic Wonders, we just have to wait for the mega structure engineering. So for right now, we just leave that perk. We don't do anything with
Upscaling complete.
We just hang on to it. Because we have 4 perks left, and what we're going to want to spend them on is Galactic Wonders for sure. Master Builders lets us build 2 at a time. We're going to want to do Synthetic Evolution, transfers us to completely robots, and then I like to grab something at the end that really helps us against like the end game crisis. So there's one in here and I can't remember which one it is. Galactic Contender is nice, but that's not the one. Defender of the Galaxy, yeah, 50% damage to the end game crisis. So I like to grab that towards the end when the end game crisis starts to show up. We kind of need that. So let's see if we can get some more of these going. We need anchorage on all of these that allow it. We just need more anchorage. So if we do that, that one already has anchorage, so we can put Naval Logistics Office on it and more anchorage. We do all this stuff. Then that helps bump this number up, because we're taking a significant hit. We're taking a 19% increase in ship maintenance because of being that far over. This is Barnard Star. Where is that at? It's right there. And I would really like it to have, it's grabbing trade. I want it to have hangar bays. And then we'll have it. Start putting that stuff on there. So here, defense matrix, these are great. Naval logistics office. We got to get these done. We don't have a lot of alloys anymore, but you can have 23, which is great. Unfortunately, we just had the worst start to the game, and so now we have 5 potential places for people to come into us and attack us, and it's going to make fending off aggressive empires difficult. But what else are you going to do? And you could say, well, you shouldn't have grabbed all this stuff down here. You shouldn't have grabbed this Italian boot down here. But the thing is, Beta Cali ended up being, it really was the ideal planet for an eco-monopolist. So I can't feel bad about that. We need that. We need that because that's the thing that helps us. It's going to help us have the ships we need. And the Post-Jock Union. Wow. The Post-Jock Union, I assume, was little. And it got destroyed by the bigger guys. There's the Auspicious Alliance. And the Sanguine Concord. So those guys. Everybody. See, and I was telling you at the very beginning of this, I've had incredibly bad luck.
Research actualized.
Getting Mega Corporation to actually work. Great, we got mega structures. It's awesome. Kinetic battery. I've had incredibly bad luck getting factions that I can actually form agreements with and use my Mega Corporation branch districts on, but we just did not had it. The one group that we are friendly with, we can't. They're ruthless capitalists. We don't have corporate authority over them, so we can't put a branch office on them. These guys, they're to reach a commercial pact with them would require 61. So we might be able to offer them a trade deal. For 10 years, if I gave them one of everything, one exotic gas, one volatile motes, if I did that, that might be enough. And then what else? If I gave them some minerals, like 10 monthly minerals, if I did that, it might be enough, along with the diplomatic grant. It might be enough to cause them to give me an agreement. So right now they're at 70.
Research actualized.
And if we form a commercial pact with them, we can form an research agreement with them.
Research actualized.
Okay, administration capacity. Woohoo, we got the first of the repeatals. Gateway construction, science nexus, and a sentry array. Oh, good. We're finally in the good stuff. You have to upgrade one of these fully, or build one fully, to be able to take this. To be able to go down here and take Galactic Wonders, it says requires having repaired or fully upgraded any mega structure. So what we're going to do is we want to do the Science Nexus because that'll help us, and the gateways don't count. So, all right, so these guys said yes to these things. So now,
upscaling
go back
complete.
down here. These are the Yasravanar Principality. So where are the Yasravanar? Let's see, maybe we can find them easier this way. Where are they? They're over here. Okay. So we can go down here and take a look at some of their planets. For instance, now this makes our empire sprawl go up, but
upscaling complete.
Corporate establish a branch office. Great. Yes, it's going to add to our empire sprawl. And they've got, oh, look at that. That's nice. So we've got private research enterprise, mining consortium to give us minerals, and then what else? On the military industry to add to our. So we'll do that. So that's going to bump that up. We're about to get 15 from research, which would be fantastic. So, and we'll do that on that planet. And then as we keep expanding up here, for our Empire sprawls. We keep doing the repeatable on the technology, this
Upscaling
administration
complete.
capacity. Not only will we eventually be able to colonize all planets, we'll just keep putting branch offices on his place. So there's the Titan armored torpedoes, the Gauss cannon. This is a repeatable. I don't want to start these until all the rest of these are done. We're going to go engineering research first. While we're here, we're also going to look at species. So the best robot miner we have is this guy here, and we want to apply that template to all the robots on the planets that are actually doing mining. So like these guys, this is an E and an M planet, means it's focused on energy and mining, so we want those guys right there. E and an M right there. E and M on the fast robot. E and M on the Earth ones. E and M right there. And any of the previous robot miners we have, we want to be converted over, and even any of these other previous robot miners, not on Yelian Prime yet, because that's new mining. So we're going to apply that template. There's a bunch of them to apply it to. It's 14 months of time. We'll do that. That'll help. Earth is getting pretty well tapped out. If we want any more people on it, we need to upgrade this building to a Paradise Dome. Then we continue to take a look at our fleets and ships. We got the Giga Cannon, so we can go down here and we can say, give me the Mega Cannon. These are going to be upgraded soon. So this becomes the B Mega.
Upscaling complete.
And the true Kopijaxi
Upscaling
Horde.
complete.
Still trying to grab systems they just laid claim to Alpha Centauri. So that's why it's going to be so important for these fleets to be maxed out. So I want to add megas. Wait a minute, what just happened? B Arc, B Lance. Give me this. I thought I saved it. Darn it. Go in here and you say B Mega and you hit save. There we go. Alright. So now we can go into this fleet. Hit Fleet Manager and say add the B Mega.
Complete.
So I can say one of those and one of those. And that's done. And if we want to upgrade, how much is it going to cost? Losing a little bit of food. I'm okay with that. Now we got to go back in here and upgrade all these guys. Alright, let's see. We need to upgrade defenses on these.
Special project actualized.
Let's go with the most important thing here is going to be a lot more naval capacity, because we could certainly use a third fleet. It would be really, really great. In fact, it's good supercomputers. We are, as long as we can get in here and get all of these defenses up, we could really dig in like a tick here and glide our way to the end. And then because we're going to need it, we want to put on, this has got a nebula refinery, we'll grab that. Anything that's in the nebula can be used for the nebula refinery. Naval Logistics Office and upgrade on all these. So not all of them will turn into citadels, but most of them will. This place down here. So we got a defense grid supercomputer
Upscaling
on
complete.
it, and then the one I like to choose here. The command center's alright. Ship rate of fire, that's great. This removes enemy shield hit points. Now, in the event that your enemy decides not to be too shield heavy, this isn't as useful. So we are going to put the command centers on these. This one's a little different. It's got the disruptor field generator. I'm going to do the same thing there. Actually, I'm going to swap it out for the command center. We're going to put command centers on all of them and increase our rate of fire, because with our repeatables, it's just another 10%. That'll be awesome. We have some, let's see, on this colony. Give us minerals, upgrade that. On this one, I don't really want to upgrade these so much as I want to move them. So let's keep putting people on Beta Cali. especially if we have miners, which we don't. So we'll put Stark Enterprise people in there. And Wu-Tang Clan, the Wasari Claris. Right, and then, open borders from the Kopi Jaxi successor colony. Incoming trade deal offer from the Kopi Jaxi successor colony. Nice, they're going to give us a bunch of stuff. That's far out. And then the true Kopi Jaxi horde are going to claim more of our systems because they're really punks. They're part of the Sanguine Concord, which sucks. The Kopi Jaxi successor colony. See, I like these guys. Can we make friends with them? Offer a trade deal. Could we offer trade deals with them? What do we have for rare resources? Voltomotes and gases. The reason why I'm doing this is because if you do this, these come off in 10 years. Then it's like we just get new resources. We're like, oh, great. If this guy makes this guy friendly... He's part of the Sanguine Concordat. Trade deal offer from the Democratic Postject Systems. They're going to give us a bunch of minerals. That's awesome. Instruction complete. Trade deal offer. That's the one we proposed. So we can go back here, and now they're at plus 10. We still can't get commercial pact from them. We probably could if we give them some minerals. We form a second trade agreement.
Complete.
Let's see what happens here over time. We're going to need to sell not so many foods anymore because we're growing in population, so that makes total sense.
Research actualized.
Engineer from research is alright. Neutronium armor, which is awesome. I would like my ships to have that. Yillian Prime is looking for some more
Upscaling
jobs.
Complete.
Okay, what are we going to take? Diplomacy, let's do this in case. Mostly for the trade stuff over here. I don't care so much about the Federation stuff. And usually because I do Harmony last. Ship rate of fire is increased by 15% for ships within your borders, which is kind of important for us. So. Alright, this is Barnard Star. So we can do Naval Logistics Office and then Resource Silos. We can upgrade to Citadel, which will give it later, which will give us a hydroponic base. It's a little bit that helps with food, so it's kind of nice. Beta. Same thing. This is going to be resource silos. You want to have a pretty good chunk. We got the 20,000 from doing mega structures, and we're about to get the science nexus that we can start. But you need to have a lot of alloys to build that stuff. So the more you can bank, the better. What do these guys got going on here? Who's this? This is the Wasari Mandate. So I want to get my fleets up, but at the same time, we need to start thinking about megastructure stuff. So
upscaling complete.
So we'll do that. It's just adding it to the
research
to the fleet now. We're not actually building it yet because the science nexus just finished, which is great. Gateway construction, Guardian Point Defense. We're gonna get Guardian Point Defense off there. We might as well blow some of this. So let's go for production targets. And make our people a little happy. Come on, get happy. We'll do that. Production targets gives us more minerals, which we can turn into alloys. Alpha's continuing to crank out people, so just send them over to Beta. Beta is in the process. It's down to 2 jobs, so we might as well build another foundry. Arcology. I think that one of the other things to do here, since we have the Ecumenopolis, is with all these foundries, we can go to some of these other planets that had... Oh, this one lost its thing. We can go to other planets like this where we had this built on alloy foundry here. We can change this to consumer goods because we're not going to lose anything. And what's going on here on this planet? Yeah, so we're going to make most of these civilian industries on this planet. Or we're going to take these spaces and we're losing these jobs and losing this output, but we're going to make it up on the Eco-Monopolis. And then this allows us to add things like chemical plants and stuff like that to these planets. But anyways, back to this guy. He lost his thing. He's going to be a mining world for sure.
Upscaling.
And he's got enough total districts that we'll probably be able to do
Competitors detected.
Ooh, competitors detected. Who are these guys?
Upscaling.
Raiding
complete.
fleet. What are you guys doing there? Come on, over here. This place needs to be upgraded. What are we doing over here? Why are we sitting on our hands? Defenses. Proton class. 1 point defense. Kinetic. HG. Overhaul. Let's get let's do that. Competitors detected. Man. Bogus. Serious, what's on this? Upgrade that, please.
Upscaling complete. Starbase under assault.
Raiding fleet. Well, we're twice as big as them, so let's see. Do you have... You don't have a leader. Let's give you one so he earns some experience. Ship weapons range. Ship fire rate. Sensor range and ship hyperlane detection. Ship hull points and ship weapon damage. Grab that. I always like that one.
Upscaling complete.
Earth is now out of jobs and out of space. So if we were gonna do anything, we'd have to, for instance, trade a generator district for a city one.
Research
Which might not
platform
be a
lost.
bad trade. Debris. Raid abandoned. The heavily damage inflicted upon Zulakeko raiding fleet has been enough to give pause to their warriors. After reconsidering their options, the Zulakeko have apparently decided to abandon their raid and withdraw back to their own space. They bit off more than they could chew. Yes,
Research
they
activized.
did. Hey, go get him. Go get him. Go finish him off. Administrative capacity. Yay! That's the first one we get. Alright, we want more. We want more of that. To do that, we're going to have to take some of these things off the board here. Good, go get them. Oh, they ran. Cowards. Okay. You guys can hang out right there. Too bad we couldn't go get him, but I'm not going to chase him into that
Research
territory. What I will
actualized.
do is tell this guy, go fix this. Research, actually.
Research actualized.
Gateway construction, sentry array. So let's do gateways. Down here. Yep, that fleet command limit and the Titan. We want that because I believe that's what gives you access to the ion cannon on your bastions. The artisan troop. This will give us monthly unity. So yes, we'll do it. Because when you're building defenses, I think you... I'm not 100% sure if I'm right about that, but we're going to find out. Because right now, all these defense platforms are ones that I constructed, ones that I designed. And I think after we get the Titan thing, build that one. So anyway, let's see. Scientists, run up here and do this.
Upscaling complete.
Yilion. So you got 2 people over here that can resettle. Go to Yilion and create some more mines for us. I also need to make sure that, yeah, what are you growing? Don't grow them. Grow Super Stark Enterprises. Why are you growing them? I don't want them. Stop growing them. These guys, I don't like this about the game, and I wish that was different. You know, it's one thing to have immigrants come into your country, here into your world, your habitat, and we have an open immigration policy, and their refugees are fleeing. It's like, yes, I welcome all you guys, but then the game defaults to growing those species and not your own. I don't understand that. Gamma ray flashes from black hole. Let's see. I have Hawking. Initial special projects. Okay. Analyze the horizon signal. How long? 1 second.
Research actualized.
Research that project. Well, you're also there then. Research actualized. Alright, let's see. Unlocks Mega Art Installation, Ascension Parks, and Unity Ambition. Those are nice. Claim. I might as well just grab these. Well, they're there. They're rare and they're there. So let's grab them. Who's yelling at us? The true Kopijaxi Horde. I don't care.
Combat detritus reprocessed.
Great.
For a cleaner galaxy.
Awesome.
Special project actualized.
Gravity is desired. Science Officer Cognac reports that the signal was unexpectedly easy to decipher, but their team has spent considerable time confirming that it's not a hoax. It is a repeating, half-coherent message in the Stark Enterprise's language, something like a poem. It repeats the phrase, gravity is desire and time is sight. It encodes coordinates near the black hole, and it ends with a dedication by name to the science officer, who adds dispassionately that they have confirmed that the signal has been radiating into interstellar space since before their birth. In fact, the signal may predate our civilization. Ooh, fascinating. Send the vessel to those coordinates. As the ISS Othana, the Benign, approaches the coordinates specified by the signal, it begins to report spatial distortions and curious lensing effects, a rich stream of valuable data. Then the transmission becomes distorted. What happens next is analyzed exhaustively. The excitement in Science Officer Cognat's voice tautens to fear as the ship's hull struggles under increasingly exotic conditions. The ship triggers a distress call. Cognat cries out, "The worm!" Or perhaps, "The worm." Then all transmissions end. No trace of the ISS Othana, the Benign, is ever found. No further transmissions, no debris, and the space at those coordinates is innocuous and utterly free of distortions. But the data they send back has advanced our physics research dramatically. Perhaps it was worth their lives. Ooh, nice. Okay, so that means... that means I need a new science ship. Okay, here... this, we're going to save that. Okay, I know what we're doing. Well, that's unfortunate. Don't you think?
Upscaling complete.
Most unfortunate
Upscaling complete.
for our scientists. Alright, you, more Anchorage. And what is this? Naval Logistics Office, yes please. And then upgrade. You, more Anchorage. And what else do we have for you? Nothing too interesting. Well, in that case,
Incoming inquiry.
what's this? A trade agreement. Oh, energy credits. We'll take those. What about this? These Kopijaxi success for Conic. I was hoping that maybe if we were nice to them and they liked us, they would separate from their brothers there, but nope, not happening. Alright, so I've got, on these, I got resource silos, naval logistics office, nothing else. Grab that then. Put the hydroponics bay on there, because there's nothing else. There's nothing else we can do here that's interesting. We're not over a planet, so we can't have a deep space black site. We're not over a nebula, so we can't have a nebula refinery. So, the Horizon reprise. Hey, we got the band back together. The black hole in Eye of Hawking is active again. Once again, a looping signal flickers in the darkness of the edge of normal space. But this time, there's an acoustic message encoded in the signal. It sounds very like Cognat's voice. What was shall be, Cognat intones. What shall be was. Then the same coordinates as the first signal, the coordinates where the Cognat was lost. What the media has christened the exit point. Then they say a name, Pashna Febor. Pashna Febor volunteers to go. Permit it. It will arrive at the X point in 30 days. Okay, fine. Which means that this scientist needs to be replaced. Ooh. Wow, you guys are all the same. Okay, well in that case, use him. Bummer. And this one. Okay, so here's what I want to do. This time, the ship is running fully automated. Pashna Febor is the only crew member aboard. As it approaches the exit point, the telemetry streams fill up with fascinating data. Once again, space fluxes, gravity uncoils. Pashna Febor reads off the headline data, echoing the telemetry. They're commendably calm. We've sent a professional. It takes a little while for anyone to realize that something is peculiar about the timing. Pashna Febor is no longer echoing the data, they're predicting it. Telemetry disagrees, but only for a few seconds, until it catches up. The monitoring team is just reporting that the prediction interval is increasing when Pashna Febor says wonderingly, "I'm through." "It's dark," they add. "That's not a problem. We can live in the dark." I never thought of that, but of course we can live here forever, if the worm will only wait. At that moment, the signal cuts and the ship disappears from our team sensors. Oh, well, this is fascinating. Patrons with benefits. Greetings, patron. We have come up with a gorgeous new type of architecture specifically tuned to improve crowds' understanding of one another. A Ministry of Culture. Yes. Please gain access to the Ministry of Culture. Culture worker jobs plus 3 unity from... Yes, thank you. That's awesome. Okay, now we need to recruit a new one. Take the youngest one. Put him on the ship. Take that science ship. And put it over here on Sol to help with the research. Always got to have help on the plants. Alright, so we built that. Well, that's cool. Can we put that on our big Eucomenopolis then? Where is it? There it is. The ministry. Ooh, incoming transmission. Communication with the Mathan Chroniclers. Chairwoman, we understand that your empire is home to an individual whose brilliant mind transcends the tragical primitive. So, yeah, so... if we don't do this, they'll be displaced, and they're keepers of knowledge, they're fallen empire. So we do it, and we give them our person, and we lose somebody. We're going to do Ministry of Culture. We're going to go fix this. We just picked up that person. I'm going to see who else we have access to. Okay, we're going to put this person on research. We get, let's see, trade deal expired, so we get our uniques back. Borders open from these guys. The Kel Azan Republic. Who are they? They're inferior. Where are the Kel Azan? They're right over here. They're of no consequence. No importance. No importance. Alright, Alpha. Do we have the... still don't have it here. We're still researching the Titan shipyards. Yep, 21 months. Okay. In that case, while we're up here building 14k, this is great. I don't want to go too hog wild on the defenses until we have the Titan shipyards, so... what we're going to do is resettle people for jobs. There's a bunch on Beta Cali. Super Stark Enterprises. Oh, not that. I'm going to do these guys. Alpha Centauri has 2 people. The Wasari and the Super Stark Enterprises. And then there's one on Yilian. Yilian? I think we can just create some more jobs on Yilian. Yes, we can. They need to be... they need this. Commercial zones, corporate culture site, Horizon signal. The Trine. The Quine, the Trine. Once again, the Horizon signal that Hawking is active. It's upped its game. Once again, the transmission includes the exit point's coordinates. It's signed with the private COM key of Cognat and Pashna Fiber, but this time it's a generative text program written in an elderly programming language that creates what appears to be love poems. Love poems directed to Falatira. It's probably written Turbo Pascal. They're honestly not very good love poems, but it is, our scientists agree, quite difficult to generate love poems procedurally and quite unusual for a black hole to send love poems at all. Oh, let's see, this is sinister. Okay, well, it asks nicely. Send Falatira. Right, she'll arrive at the exit point in 30 days. We're going to see what happens. It may be good. It may be bad. This will be the end of me, Falatira says at the briefing before launch. I know I won't come back, but I think I always knew this would happen. Whatever is in the hole has been waiting for us for a long, long time. I think it's been waiting for me since before I was born. Once again, the single pilot ship approaches the exit point. Once again, space boils like a fever. Again, our sensor arrays soak up the fascinating data. This time, Falatira is silent. The telemetry becomes intermittent, and then it too is silent. The ship has reached the exit point. The conditions around it are returning to normal. Nothing has happened. Nothing. monitoring team mutter furiously. The ship is different. In fact, it's a different ship. It's Cognat's vessel, lost these years past, drifting now away from the exit point. The salvage team finds it pristine and empty, no trace of the crew and no sign of violence. But there's a journal entry in Cognat's name, titled What Was Will Be. Our scientists review it nervously. Impossible, one says. I hope so, says another. Ship is renamed the Foundling and returned to service. Signal, dead or sleeping, says nothing at all ever again. And yet this may not be the end, because the Event Horizon is coming. Haha, no. That does remind me of the Event Horizon, though, a little bit. That's such a cool movie. Such a fun movie.
Upscaling complete.
Eden. One of these worlds is going to have to be used for science, but for right now, we'll just let that ship sit there. I used to take all these science ships and have like a science ship on every single planet because it boosts research, but I really think it only boosts research on planets that are actually doing research. Because when you put it, you can see here it says bonus plus 10%. When you put it on a planet that doesn't have any research buildings at all, none of these numbers show up. Physics, science, engineering, they don't show up. So that tells me that it's not, they can only assist research. So we only have one research planet right now. There's no reason to do anything else. This planet has 5 more housing, so we can update him with gas. We have 3 gas, so I'm going to do that. More research. Beta Calais. We've got the Galactic Stock Exchange on it. We've got the Ministry of Culture. Do we have the regular culture building on it? A Toklan monument? Am I just blind? Yeah, there it is. Business management nexus is what they call it when you're one of these factions. Building 273 alloys a turn. We're actually building 253 because we're buying 20, aren't we? Yeah. So we're kind of solid. I don't want to spend any more on these upgrading my fleet until. Let's see. Oh, gateways. Never mind. I'm being a moron. We can build the science nexus. Let's build it in Barnard's Star. Science nexus site right here. Let's build it there. Why have I not started building that already? Okay, so that uses up some of our alloys. The Loop Temple. Signs in the stone. Archaeologists have found a forgotten temple in the remote highlands of Earth, buried for centuries, but recently exposed by an earthquake. Dating technique suggests it's a pre-industrial relic hand-hewn from volcanic rock. However, the recurring symbol on the walls and radial altar, a Mobius-looped serpent consuming its own tail, has no obvious precedent in our early history, and the inscriptions use an unknown alphabet. One excitable archaeologist suggests that it's a relic left by an unknown precursor race. In a presumably meaningless coincidence, the quakes seem to have occurred at the same time as the final message from the black hole of Iohaki. That merits study. Okay, so we're going to get this guy over here. He's going to go build that thing.
Upscaling complete.
In that case, that means our ships, this guy over here, we can take some of this and reinforce that fleet. Oh, and these, we have kinetic batteries now. So the larges on these do 66 to 210. These do far more, 150 to 450, and they do plus 25 to hull damage. So anywhere you have a large, you do that. Oh, the ship's currently being built. I gotta wait till it's built, and then we'll upgrade those. All right. Trade value increased by 10%. Oh, I feel so much better. And we have enough, basically, fleet stuff.
Research
we can start building a 3rd fleet. We got the Titan cannons. We got the Titan ships, I mean. Improved strike craft would be cheap, and the plasma thruster would be too. So we're going to go check this now. And the ion cannon, yep, I was right. So you have to get the Titan technology to get the ion cannon on here. But we do that. And these cost not enough room for this platform because why? Oh, because this is building defensive platform stuff. This is building some stuff. Well, hold on. Now we're gonna build that first, and then we'll have to upgrade it. It needs defense grid supercomputer. Alright. So some of that stuff is happening. On our shipyards, we saved space for Titan assembly yards. Sol Station upgrade.
Upscaling complete.
Sirius Station, we said. Naval Logistics Office. And then you gotta be all the way upgraded for the Titan assembly yard. So we'll do this. Upgrade. Diplomatic grants came off. We should probably keep that on. Education campaign on. Turn the recycling campaign on because we're down to 1 on that. Alright. I like all of that. I like it. It's smooth. Very, very smooth. Okay. Let's see. We have a better guy than this. He's
Research actualized.
Research popping up again. I love it. I love that it's that fast, though. Omega theory. What's this do? What is this? What does it do? Rare technology. What does it actually do? When complete, may allow our scientists to stumble upon Omega theory technology. Oh, I see. So it's a part of something. We'll get it out of the way because it'll take hardly any time. L-Gate insights. We don't have an L-Gate near us, so I don't care. So I'm just going to keep working on cannons and things like that. Let's go look at this, though. I want to see if I can find a better... See, is there somebody who's doing research? Yep, that guy. You're the new head. And this guy can go away. I want the research bonus. So on Earth, we have this guy helping with research, and we have a ship helping with research. It's plus 20% to all of them. Unity ambitions and ascension perks. Great. Let's see. What else can we get out of the way? Synergy forums. We're still looking for the next thing under the admin cap. We're at 155 out of 142, which is great. Especially for where we're at in the game right now. Sirius over here needs to have, oh, I see. That's a, okay. That's a shipyard. Hold on then. He's going to upgrade. What I'm going to do in here is put a trade hub so that he can grab the trade from Yelion and move it. So we're going to do this. This guy is going to there. That guy is going to there. That guy is going to there. Perfect. Alright. Physics research. Sentry array. Well, okay. Tell me what else you can get me.
Upscaling complete.
Losing a little bit more food because our population continues to grow, so we'll just sell less of it. Zedran over here. He's just a hub along the way with hangar bays designed to protect the trade, and he has a nebula refinery, so we're going to give him the last thing we can give him, which is a hydroponics bay. And we're going to take a look at where we are. Democratic Pow's Jock system. They have pathetic fleet, but they're equal to us and everything else. So the big ones are these. The true Kopi Jaxi, and they are now pathetic compared to us. So if they want to attack us...
Research actualized.
If they want to attack us, they may be surprised. Let's see what else we got. Mega art installation. I don't really care about that right now. Let's get this stuff off because I want more of the tech that allows us to improve our empire sprawl, because we still have planets here to colonize. We got this guy over here. These aren't great planets, but they're decent planets. We could turn one of them into some more research, and we can turn a second one into more secondary resources.
Upscaling complete.
So there's that. So anyway, that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to stop that.
Upscaling
This is where we're going to stop
complete.
the episode. I'm guessing that's about an hour. I've got the other beginning of this episode on a separate file because we got split up by this long real life interruption. So here we are. This is where we're at. Folks, as always, thank you very much for watching. And if you dig the episode, give it a thumbs up. And you haven't already subscribed, then subscribe. And if you have a question or comment, drop it down below. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.